Pulinanandji, my question is, as I get to know Vaishali's Prakriti more and more, I could see her mistakes clearly. And when I see more of her mistakes, the mind wants to tell me two things. One, you're a bad person because you're making so many mistakes. Second, that all these mistakes have consequences, and that when you, it shows fear that you will have to deal with the consequences of, whatever mistakes you're making. And I don't know how to make sense of the mind that, I know that separatedness is there, that this is Vaishali's doing, but the buddhi comes and tries to show me that, look at all the things you've done in the past or you're doing now. For example, I'll give you an example. My in-laws live with me, but when they go to India, so when they leave, I really realize how my behavior has caused them harm when they were here. And that makes me, I do pratikraman ongoing, but it still brings up the last 20 some years of all the harm and hurt that I may have caused their ego. And it just makes Vaishali feel like, well, you're not a good person because, who does that? Who harms and hurts people? So how do I make sense of it all?
No, it's not too difficult. It's not too difficult. You see, you are realizing that you have caused hurt to your in-laws due to today's understanding of Akram Vignan. In the past, maybe year or two, whatever satsangs you have attended, you have found that hurting somebody is detrimental to our real life as a relative. Even worldly matters, it will harm us, and in the moksha also it will harm us. That is what you have realized now. So that is what is making you feel, okay, you have done wrong. Had you not got this gnan or were not attending the satsang so much, you would have not felt that you were doing something wrong.
100%, yes.
Okay. So you should feel proud. Okay, you have nipped the error in the bud. In the sense, okay, very quickly you have found out that you have been making mistakes. And now having found out that information, your golden opportunity to correct them or erase those mistakes, which you're doing by way of pratikraman. So pratikraman is something to be felt very happy about. That, by doing pratikraman, I'm erasing all the past mistakes. The advantage of doing pratikraman or the advantage of erasing the past mistakes is you will not have to suffer the consequences of making those mistakes. When you hurt someone, and if you don't do pratikraman, an equal amount of hurt will come back to you later on in life. So, by doing pratikraman, you are nipping it in the bud. You will not have to face an equal amount of suffering which you have caused in the past. So it is something. It is something to feel very happy. And I don't say feel happy. You will feel happy. If pratikraman is done properly and heartily, you automatically will feel very light. You will feel light, you will feel happy. So I don't think it can make you feel miserable about that you are such a bad person. Yes, you have made mistakes because of your ignorance, because of your ego, because of your understanding. But you are so fortunate that you have got a very good chance to correct it. I would put it that way. You should bless yourself. Vaishali, you're lucky. Now you won't have to suffer the consequences of your mistakes. So just erase it very fast. Two things you will get. One thing, you will not have to suffer the consequences. Second thing, you will have an enhanced jagrati. You will have an enhanced jagrati. So the next time, you will not make those mistakes. Or whenever similar circumstances arise, you will be more alert, and at least there will be breaks on the mistakes. If in case you make a mistake, immediately you will be alert and you will come back, or you can just stop in the tracks.
Right, but the mind says that the mistakes were so many. maybe I might not even have enough time to do pratikrama in this lifetime because there was so much hurt.
So what? Make it an agenda. If not every day, every alternate day, take out 15 minutes, take out 20 minutes. Do it in parts and pieces.
I can do that. Yeah.
Do it in parts and pieces. You have to enjoy the process.
And I think it's
so every day or alternate day or whatever way you decide, you do it. So today I will do 20 minutes pratikraman for XYZ errors. Then I will do tomorrow or day after 20 minutes for XYZ errors. So in installments, you erase it. No?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah. No, that's true.
Dada Bhagwan did the same thing. He told us to do the same thing, and we have also done the same thing. It takes time. Never mind. It takes time. If you have a pile full of clothes to be washed, you have a pile full of clothes to be washed. You will do it slowly, slowly. What's wrong? Who said that you should finish it in 1 month?
Correct. I think it's also the idea that buddhi shows that do pratikraman, it's really worked. Conviction that this pratikraman I'm doing heartily, it's actually working, and I am being forgiven for all the mistakes.
So that you obviously will realize. No?
That conviction is not there yet. Like there are times that it feels like the pratikraman is just part of a routine in my daily pratna, or after charan vidhi and stuff, there's pratikraman slot. So there is, it just gets done. Whereas if it's done heartily, even if I do it once, it's enough. I don't have to do it for half an hour, just for the sake of doing it.
Now, so there you answered it yourself. If you do it heartily once, it's more than enough. So then do it once and do it heartily. No? If you're not in the right frame of mind to do pratikraman at that point of time, don't do it. Pratikraman can only be done when you're in the right frame of mind. Either you're deeply repenting on an error, or you want to redo it with proper jagrati.
Yeah.
It is just not, it's not a routine ke bhai brush karna hai to brush kar lo. No.
Right.
It won't work. It won't work.
I understand. Doing this samayik that we've been doing about rag and dvesh the last few days, it's helping a lot, because the minute their thought comes in my mind, it reminds me that it is time to pause and do pratikrama. And it really helps, because that's when I really do it heartily, because it's not part of my schedule. It comes to me and it's asking to be, dealt with, basically.
That's it. Right. That is the only way to do pratikrama. One must feel that one needs to cleanse. If that need is not there, you can't do pratikrama. While eating food, is some dal spills on our clothes, immediately we wash it, because we feel that the stain will remain. If you don't feel the stain will remain, you will not do it. So similarly, in case of atikraman, we must feel that this is a stain on this thing, and I need to erase it.
No, I think you clarified this one part very well, that buddhi keeps showing me fear that you have to pay consequences for all these mistakes. But pratikraman is that soap that washes off these mistakes that I don't have to deal with the consequences. That helps.
I don't know. If you really ask me, when you do proper pratikraman, you will feel light and feel very happy. Then obviously, see, what is the meaning of feeling light? Its answer is very simple. If I draw an analogy, supposing you have stained your clothes by something, okay? You wash it once with the soap and water, it doesn't go. You wash it second time, third time, gradually it will fade away. And after some time, it will totally go away. You won't find the stain. So when there is no stain, so the clothes are new and you feel nice. Same thing, by doing pratikraman, you are washing off that errors and you will feel so light. See, if you feel light, you must take it for granted that error or mistake is erased and no consequences are going to come. So the buddhi is finished. There's no question. You know what? My experience, if I tell you, many years ago when we were young and when we were doing samayiks and all that, on any topic, I do a whole samayik. I see all the errors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I repeat the Samahik on the same topic, I see the same mistakes also again. Then I see third time, fourth time, fifth time. Then a time comes when I can't even find the errors. I can't see the mistakes because they're all erased.
Yes, yeah.
At that stage comes.
Yes.
Even if I want to erase, just like clothes, I can't see the stain. So when do I put soap and water? So that is what true Samayiks or Pratikraman leads to. And once that is there, it's your own hardcore experience. So the intellect has no scope to say anything. You're a bad, you have to suffer. What am I suffering? I can't see any mistakes. I'm clean.
Yeah.
So true Pratikraman and Samayik will in fact boost you. Boost your Jagrati, boost your happiness, feeling light. And number two, by doing repeated Pratikraman and Samayiks, your awareness will increase. So next third or fourth time when you're making the similar mistake, you will immediately stop in your tracks, and oh no, this is not to be done. So you will be alerted before making the mistake or just at the time of mistake. So gradually your mistake making process will also reduce.
That I've already noticed that just by attending the satsangs and remaining alert, I'm stopped many times when I want to say something. I there's something inside me that says, don't say it. It's not helpful. It's not necessary. Just hold back. And the more it's a muscle, right? Awareness is the muscle that the more I exercise it, the stronger it's going to get. The more I listen to it. Jagruti.
It enhances the Jagrati, basically. Perfect. So those fears are all misplaced. If done heartily, your fear of that you're a bad person and you have to experience the consequences of those mistakes.
I feel different now. I actually feel that I'm proud of Vaishali for recognizing these mistakes, because it helps me not be attached to it and see the wrongs that I've done, and I can correct it, which is the best part. With Pratikraman, I can correct it.
Dada Bhagwan told that you have to clear up all your karmic debts, all the errors, mistakes of infinite lives. So one life worth, if you even spend on it, what's wrong in that?
Yeah.
It won't go away just like that.
Very good. I understand.
And you see, the biggest thing I tell, you have got this Akram Vignan, this tool of Pratikraman at this young age. Had you got this at age 60 or 60 plus, then you had so many things to clear, and your mind and body may not be so active also. So you should feel very proud, Vaishali, you have got this at a young age where you are mentally and physical stamina, strength is there. So you clear it now. Hence, the remaining part of your life will go error-free. So consequences of anything will not be remaining. So old age will be grand old age. So that's one proud thing you need to be proud about. And these young kids, so we are doing this satsang, they are still luckier than us. They're getting it in their teens. So they will lead a much better and a more alert life. So tell yourself that actually you're fortunate you got it at a young age, relatively young age.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.